Wasn't that wonderful? I just love Dixieland music. Of course, all kinds of music have been with me all my life. My mother playing the piano and my father playing the violin. Our home was always filled with beautiful music. And when I joined the Lawrence Welk Show, my musical home grew with great musicians, vocalists, and dancers. Like artists painting their feelings on canvas, everyone can express their creativity, their innermost feelings and inspiration through music. And the Lawrence Welk Show has proven that for more than 30 years. You know, I love to perform by singing and dancing, but it's your performance that really counts. It's through your pledge of support to this public television station that makes it all possible. Call the number on your screen and express your feelings about the Lawrence Welk Show. Believe me, your phone call right now will be beautiful music to all of us.
You know, Mary Lou sure knows how to deliver a message.
She sure does. That's because the message is so important. This public television station means so much to everyone. They bring us the best in educational programs for preschool children.
You mean like Barney and Sesame Street?
Yes, and a lot more. They have outstanding instructional programs for kids in elementary and secondary education, and college telecourses are helping many young people to get their college diploma by watching this station.
Wow, and all of this plus science programs like NOVA and history programs on the Civil War, and one of my favorites, which is the McNeil-Lehrer News Hour.
And like Mary Lou said, this station provides the best in musical programs that the whole family can enjoy, like the Lawrence Welk Holiday Show we're watching right now.
But this station can't do it alone. It's through your pledge of support that makes all of these wonderful programs possible.
So please call the number on your screen and make your pledge of support.
Get the message?
Thanks, Ron and Gail. The message is very clear. But it's a two-way street. We've delivered the message, but it's time for you to respond with your message. Call the number on your screen. We do want to hear from you. And as Mary Lou said, your phone call now will be beautiful music to all of us. How much should you pledge? We realize that's a personal decision that affects your family budget and other considerations. And we do have various levels for you to consider. But you might think about how often you watch public television. Is it once or twice a month, twice a week, every day? You know, this station is on the air about 6,000 hours a year, 52 weeks, 365 days a year, with outstanding programs for the whole family to enjoy, like the Lawrence Welk Show. We'll put a value on that, and that's the amount you should pledge. And remember, we would love to send to you this Lawrence Welk Holiday Special newspaper as our way of saying thank you for supporting this station and supporting the Lawrence Welk Show.
For 30 years, from 1955 to 1985, Lawrence Welk invited America to his Christmas party. Audiences met the musical family's children and watched them grow up talented and beautiful. It was the highest-rated show of the year, filled with wonderful music, sets, and costumes. All of this is contained in this new 24-page Lawrence Welk Holiday Special newspaper and can be yours for your pledge of support. Please call now.
Okay, you still have time to go to your telephones right now and dial that number on your screen and make your pledge of support. And remember to ask for this Lawrence Welk Holiday Special newspaper. Now, don't go away. Norma Zimmer is coming up next. But first, let's check in with your station.
Well, good evening. I'm Patrick Forster, and I'm here live in the studios of West Michigan Public Broadcasting. Now, we're interrupting the Lawrence Welk Holiday Special for just a moment. We're in the middle of our holiday membership drive. We need help from people out, just like you out in the West Michigan area, to call in your pledge of support, to support shows like you're seeing right now here on West Michigan Public Broadcasting. If you like the shows you've seen right now, or that you've seen earlier today, or maybe in a couple of weeks that you know that it's coming on West Michigan Public Broadcasting, please call in the numbers on the bottom of the screen right now. 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. The shows we run right now, Lawrence Welk, any of the other great musical performance shows that we have here on West Michigan Public Broadcasting are worth supporting. I wouldn't be here right now if I didn't believe in West Michigan Public Broadcasting, and I hope you feel the same way as I do out there. Now, if you look behind me on our goal board, we're on our way to our goal of $380,000. We're at $132,132 with 1,706 families here in the West Michigan area calling in their support. calling in to tell us that they love the programming they see here on West Michigan Public Broadcasting. 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. I almost forgot the number there for a second. Now, we know people out there, you don't like to see myself on air. You don't like us to interrupt your favorite programming, but we wouldn't do it if we didn't have to. We need the support of people just like you. Yourself, your neighbors, your relatives, everybody you know. If just one person called in $1, every person called in the West Michigan area called in $1, we would have been done yesterday. 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. Once again, those phone numbers, 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. Like I said, if you believe in the programming here on West Michigan Public Broadcasting, if you want to see more Lawrence Welk, just don't write us a letter and tell us that. Call in right now and give us your support. Support the show that you're seeing right now. Call in those numbers on the bottom of the screen. With me in the studios tonight is a friend of mine, Greg Struess, and he has some incentives that hopefully will get you to call in your support. Greg?
Pat, all the singles over here are saying they enjoy seeing you. And they want us to go 24 hours. Anyway, the numbers to dial, 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. You know, there's a big stress on family during the holidays, and while watching Lawrence Welk in between our pledge breaks, it's very powerful, the powerful meaning of family. We want you to be a part of our family. So give us a call and make a pledge. Your dollars really go a long way here to keep programs like Lawrence Welk on the air. By calling 774-8300 or 1-800-442-2771, you're ensuring the fact that Lawrence Welk is going to be part of your family for the next year. 52 episodes waiting upstairs to get the okay once we reach our goal of $380,000. That's the money that buys the programming. Several people say, well, where does my money go when I call in my $10 pledge, my $35 pledge, my $52 pledge? Well, your $52 pledge not only gets you a Lawrence Welk coffee cup, but it also buys the programs that, such as this program that we're seeing now. Sitting around the holiday table, you might want to have your Lawrence Welk coffee mug. You know, it makes a pretty interesting conversation piece. So yours for the $52 level. Also, if you pledge a one-time deal, we have the frequent dining friends, the Charlie's Crab Frequent Dining Friends Ambassador card. There's a one-time deal. Your pledge $52 on any major credit card. Yes, folks, we accept all major credit cards, including American Express, Discover, MasterCard, and Visa. And what a great deal. One-time deal, $10 off, dinner for two at any Charlie's Crab with your credit card purchase. So go ahead. Let's keep Lawrence Welk here, and we can go off the air, right? We'll be done once we reach our goal, $380,000. 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. Pat?
Thanks, Greg, and it's simple enough. $380,000, we're done. You don't see us anymore on the air. Even though the contemporary singles might want to see me a little bit more on the air, I know most of you out there would rather see Lawrence Welk. The problem we have is earlier when I first came in tonight, before I went on air, the phones were ringing off the hook. I had to come into the studios and help the people from the contemporary singles answer some of the phones. Right now, there are a couple over there who aren't answering phones. We need them on the phones. We need them to take pledges from you out there in West Michigan. If you believe in the Lawrence Welk Show, if you love the shows you see here on PBS, please call in the numbers on the bottom of the screen. They mentioned right at the end of the trailer there before they came to us here in the studios about the Lawrence Welk, the musical family news magazine you might be able to get for your donation here, or your pledge of support here to West Michigan Public Broadcasting of just $60. Or as you see on the screen, we keep talking about these numbers. We give you out $60 for this, $35 for that. That doesn't necessarily come directly one big chunk out of your wallet. As you see on your screen, it's just $5 a month. $5 a month for great quality programming that you don't get to see anywhere else on your cable dial. 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. I took a few minutes to look at the front page of the Family News magazine here, and one of the things they put right here is new Welk Show premiering thanks to overwhelming viewer support. The Lawrence Welk Show has been renewed on public television, making it the longest running musical show in the history of television. And, quote, much of the credit must go to our fans, said Lawrence Welk. The fans just like you are watching Lawrence Welk right now. If you didn't call in your support in the past, Lawrence Welk would not be on tonight. It won't be on in the future. We need your support. It's a Christmas season. It's a time of giving. If you believe in that giving spirit, please give a little here to West Michigan Public Broadcasting. 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. We're on our way to that goal of $380,000. We're almost there. Well, not quite there. We have a little bit more to go to, but maybe Greg has some more incentives that might be able to get you to call in and help us get to that $380,000. Greg?
You know, Pat, when we talk about cable television, now there was a big controversy over the last several months about a lot of the broadcast stations going into a compensation deal with their local cable companies. Now, speaking with some of the fine folks out there in TV land, they said, well, I already pay cable. Why do I need to join public broadcasting? The fact is that West Michigan Public Broadcasting does not get a dime from any of the local cable companies. That's not to say that those people are bad or anything. It's just that that's the way it is. We don't get our money, we don't get our programming from local cable companies. We get our money for programming from you folks, you people who are watching Lawrence Welk right now. You got to put a price on that. 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. We've answered several calls, and some of the people said, well, I pay my cable bill, and I just wanted to set that straight, that we don't get any money from your cable bill. And sometimes, you know, if you're paying $30 a month for your cable, why are you going to want to pay $35 for our station? Well, our station offers some really unique programming, like the Lawrence Welk Christmas program. And if you want to send in $60 gets you the Lawrence Welk 22 Merry Christmas favorites. All right, your gift for $60 or just $5 a month. You can also make that on any major credit card. If you want to send us a check, a money order, go right ahead and do that. Whatever way is easier for you, we'll accommodate you. People like Nadine Boyer from Grand Rapids pledging, William Yonkers from Kalamazoo pledging, and Katrina Jackson from Fenville. Thank you for calling. We'll read off some more names throughout the evening. Remember the numbers to dial, 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. Pat?
You know, tonight I sit and I watch some of the Lawrence Welk special that's going on right now, and I can't help but remember the times when I was growing up. My grandparents, a huge, huge fan of Lawrence Welk. And even today, my grandma has the ability to go turn on her PBS station and be able to watch Lawrence Welk. Why? Thanks to viewers just like you and viewers all over the nation. We're not the only ones here, just in our little niche of the country here in West Michigan that has to call in their pledge of support during this season. Everybody does. I'm personally from the Detroit area. Detroit is running, their PBS station's running their membership as well. They need the support over there, and we need the support here. 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. Now, if you call in your pledge of support of $84, we'll be able to give you this Lawrence Welk Show Christmas reunion video. Now, this, it says here on the back of it, this is a special that reunited Lawrence and his musical family for the first time following their phenomenal 27-year run on national TV. This would be just a great, great video. You'd be able to get it in time for Christmas. No, I hope in time for Christmas. As we said, $84, or as you saw on the screen, just $7 a month. I mentioned before, when you break it down like that, if it's in the installment plan, $7 a month, that's great. It's great quality programming for just $7 a month. Where else can you get hours and hours of quality programming for that, such a little charge? 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. Real quick, I want to remember, we take all major credit cards, Visa, American Express, Discover, or MasterCard. So if you'd like to put your pledge on that, it makes everything so much easier for us. 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. Help us towards that goal. Greg?
Well, I was just informed that I'm not supposed to read names. I apologize. We have some callers from Muskegon, Allendale. I hope I didn't embarrass any of you, but we really thank you for calling in. We have some calls from Fenville and Fremont and Grand Rapids and Muskegon. Keep those calls coming in. You say a lot for your community by supporting public television here in West Michigan. Now, let's talk about some more premiums here. For $120, okay, you can add this wonderful video for just $120. This is the Lawrence Welk From the Heart video. It's a tribute to Lawrence Welk and the American Dream. Yours for $120 or just $10 a month. So give us a call, 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. Now, coming up shortly, we're going to be talking about some tax incentives. They'll be coming up in the next break. But please keep your calls coming in here to West Michigan Public Television. We really appreciate hearing from you at 774-8300, 1-800-442-2771. Back to Lawrence Welk.
Gail, Ron, isn't that a gorgeous tree?
It's beautiful.
You know, it reminds me that this truly is the season for giving.
It is. And you know, Bob, it occurred to me that in this season of giving, these folks can support public television by their giving and make sure that the programming that they see now that they enjoy so much continues.
And you know what else? In giving, we're all actually receiving that bounty of programming that public television has, just as Ron was saying.
I could not have said it better myself. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a gift for you. If you'll call the number on your screen and make a pledge of support, we would like to send you this thank you gift, the brand new Lawrence Welk Holiday Special newspaper. Well, if you'd like to know what's inside, watch this.
The all-new Lawrence Welk Holiday Special newspaper is now available for your pledge of support to this public television station. This one-time collector's edition contains exclusive interviews with the Welk stars about their Christmas memories and New Year's resolutions, and articles about the Lawrence Welk Christmas show tradition, which spanned 30 years on American television. This and much, much more. Call the number on your screen and make your pledge of support to this public television station. Please call now.